phone.
Did you have any other reason to visit the deputy governor's home on 28th of May? Apart from the business of giving him money for securing the job vacancy, did you have any other business?
No.
Have you ever been to the deputy governor's home at any other time?
No.
What then does your presence mean against the defense of the deputy governor that it was a repayment of the loan?
I was the owner of this all initiative. I was the one who was looking for employment, so I was to be there to witness what was going on. Because this was my money.
Are you aware if the deputy governor ever transmitted any money to the target of the bribe?
Yes.
And who was that target?
The director of Kisii Water. After sending him the full amount.
What is the name of the managing director of Guasco?
Her name is Lucy Wahito.
Lucy Wahito.
Yes.
And a look at the document before you. Yes. Honorable Senators, I'm looking at page 99 of the DG's response. Page 99 of the Deputy Governor's response. Is there any money sent to that very person, Lucy Wahito, the MD of Guasco, on that very day?
Yes, there's a sum of 100,000 Kenya shillings.
100,000?
Yes.
What time was that money sent?
It was sent on date 28th May 2023 at 9:24 p.m.
9:24
p.m. Yes.
And what time had you sent the money to the deputy governor?
The last transaction I made at the first transaction I made it at 8:33 p.m. 8.
Then an hour later he sent money to the same Lucy, that is the MD of Guasco.
Yes.
The very company where you had applied and were shortlisted for a position.
Yes.
Now, the deputy governor says that that money was sent erroneously, but interestingly, to the same person that he was meant to bribe. What do you say about that?
I don't know what to say, but this was that transactions, but I actually believe this was a bribe so that he could.
In your previous discussions with the deputy governor and your father,
yes,
were you aware if Lucy Wahito was the person who was meant to be bribed by the amount of money you were giving?
Actually, I did not know the name, but I know it was going to be given to the managing director.
Yes.
Now, who happens to be Lucy Wahito.
And to be Lucy.
Yes.
Thank you. Did you ever secure that employment at the Guasco company?
No, I didn't.
You did not?
Yes.
Did you make follow-ups with the deputy governor or your father, making an inquiry over the same?
Yes, I did. We made constant follow-up through my dad, the deputy governor, but we did not receive any communication.
Now, Dennis Mokaya,
yes.
Misati,
yes,
your own father, biological father, your mother will tomorrow appear before Senate, and they will label you as a liar. Why would you want to go against the statements of your own father? Why would your father be lying about the purpose of the money sent to the deputy governor?
Actually, this is my life. That was my money. This was my lifetime savings. If my dad chooses to choose friendship over the truth, then let it be so.
Thank you. As
are you done with the witness? Because it's breaking down.
we can pause for just 30 seconds. I'm sure he can recollect himself.
Sergeant at Arms, kindly take care of the situation in the public gallery.
Can we proceed, Mr. Dennis? Kindly tell the honorable senators what is the current relationship you have with your parents as a result of this.
Actually, I don't have anything against my parents. The fact is that this was our lifetime savings with my family. We have built this, we had built this business for the last 13 years. Now, this was our opportunity to sell the business and get something that we could help the family. But we lost everything. After I lost everything, the parents at home became unsupportive. So we had to leave our home so that we can find somewhere where we can start all over again.
And how did that affect you as a couple, between you and your wife?
Just hold counsel. Senator Boni, what is your intervention? And just to remind
Mr. Speaker,
senators, you'll have an opportunity to engage the witness. So I hope you, whatever you want to raise, has got nothing to do with seeking clarification or asking questions.
Mr. Speaker, purely on humanitarian grounds, I was requesting that you use standing order number 1 to allow the young witness probably 5, max 10 minutes for him to recompose himself. You can see, Mr. Speaker, sir, the witness is completely emotionally eroded.
From the council, the witness is doing pretty well. That's why they're proceeding. Otherwise, that application can only come from the council, not from you, Honorable Senator. Proceed, council.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I urge the witness to gather courage and proceed. Mr. Dennis.
Yes.
How has this ordeal affected your family life between you and your wife?
Initially, my wife was not in agreement that we sell our family business to relocate. So I had to persuade that she agrees with me. We shall get better after we secure that job. So we agreed, we relocated to our home. So after we were disappointed, after we had not secure the opportunity, recruitment was done, people reported. So it was so stressful. My wife did not take it easy because he branded me a liar because now we have lost the family business. At that time, my wife was expecting. This was after 12 years of trial. My firstborn is 3 years old now. We had tried for all that period, but now she was expectant. Actually, during those hard times, my wife miscarried. Just miscarried our baby.
I can stop at that.
So the whole blame came back to me because initially she was not in agreement to sell the business. We got into much stress and depression. I had to look for a way to sort out this issue. We had to leave home. We had to look for elsewhere so that we can start over again, as I said.
Thank you. Yes. You have also made allegations against threat to your life. Kindly tell us how that is the case.
So after I knew appointments were done and actually there's no job, there's no vacancy, our savings are all gone. So I actually, this one of my friend I've been following on social media, called, by that time it was 2020, I was been following him since 2020, 2022. Now he was now the elected MCA of Ichuni Ward. I actually approached him. I inquired if he could help for me to secure the money that I did what I gave to the deputy governor.
And that is the move of this motion?
Yes.
What did the move of the motion advise you to do after you brought this to his attention?
So when I reported this to him, he took it as a joke until I provided the documents. He requested for the M-Pesa statement showing the transaction. Actually, I did. Then he advised me to make a formal complaint so that he can follow up with the deputy governor for my refund. Actually, I knew he was doing it so that I can get my refund. I never knew he could just reach this far.
So it was not your intention for you to find yourself at the Senate?
Yes.
On the impeachment charges. Have you ever received your money back?
No.
Have you made any follow-ups in any government agency to recover your money?
So after I left home, I relocated to Nairobi, I made a complaint to EICC of the same.
Have EICC summoned anyone in respect to this issue?
After making the complaint, they summoned the CEO of Kisii Water.
Who is that?
Lucy Waita.
So Lucy was summoned by EICC?
Yes.
Pursuant to your complaint?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, sir, I think I want to stop at that and yield the witness to my learned friend for cross-examination. Thank you.
Counsel for the Deputy Governor, it's on now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Misati. I said good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chief.
Okay. Now, I want to start with a few preliminary issues. From the cross-examination, you say you've seen the response by your father and your mother.
Yes.
Yes. And you see that their position is that they were refunding money they had borrowed from the deputy governor.
Yes.
And what did you say is your position about that position of your parents?
Sorry?
What is your reaction to the point made by your parents that the money was a refund of a loan that had been given to them?
Actually, it's a lie.
You are telling this and
yes.
It's a lie?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in your affidavit, you admit readily that your father and the deputy governor have been friends for many years.
Yes.
That's a fact?
It's a fact.
Okay. Do you know whether they were borrowing each other money over the years?
Yes, they have been borrowing money.
They have been borrowing.
But I can actually say the deputy governor has been the one who's been borrowing money.
Let's listen to my question.
Yes.
you admit that indeed over the years they have been borrowing each other money?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now, it is also true your father and the deputy governor have aggregate business in Kisii, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have aggregate businesses?
Yeah.
Both of them,
Yeah.
separately? It's not a joint business, it's each of them is running their own business, isn't it?
To date, no.
Sorry?
To date, there's no business.
Okay, they used to run?
Yeah, they used it.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay, sorry about that. And it is also true that they used to borrow each other's stocks?
Yes.
Okay. And so your position is that in respect to this specific point that Mr. and Mrs. Misati had borrowed money in November, October 2022 is a lie. Why do you having admitted that they borrow each other money, what makes you distinguish this one of this refund of money borrowed in November, October 2022? What distinguishes this exchange?
So my reason is that I was, as he said, we were giving a refund.
Yes.
I was not involved in their transactions at first.
Okay.
I have come from Nairobi,
Yes.
to Kisii
Yes.
for my first time over a period of a long period of time.
Okay.
So here
So just, that's okay for
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
So you admit that you do not know what their transactions were?
The one I sent to the deputy,
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, so let's go back again to my question.
Yes.
My question is, what is the basis, having admitted that they borrowed each other's stock, they borrowed each other money, what is it that distinguishes the case of this 500,000 that Mr. and Mrs. Misati are saying we borrowed from Monda in November and we are refunding him in May 2023?
All along on their borrowing business,
Yes.
I have never been included.
You don't
But in
know.
this case,
Okay.
I am.
So could the record of the Senate then reflect that your point is that you're asking for your money, but you wouldn't know whether or not they had borrowed each other in November 2022?
Actually, what
You know whether or not they borrowed each other in November?
that was not a borrowing.
Sorry?
It was not a borrowing that we are not refunding.
Your position is that they didn't borrow each other in November?
I don't know.
You
but
don't know?
At that time.
Okay, then let's leave it there because that's what I wanted you to confirm.
Yes.
Whether you can say for a fact that they didn't borrow each other or you don't know. Now, you say also that in your affidavit, I've seen quite a number of paragraphs where the communication was between your father on your behalf and the deputy governor, isn't it?
Yes.
You have your affidavit there? Honorable members, I am referring to page 17 of the Deputy Governor's bundle. Page 17, please. You have your affidavit there?
Yes,
Yes. Could you confirm that paragraph 5 is information you received that got to you through your father, and it was not a conversation directly with the Deputy Governor? Paragraph 5, you said that in early 2023, my father had learned through Deputy Governor of job vacancies with Kwasco. That's what you've said.
Yes.
That information came to you through your father, isn't it?
Yes.
Not a personal conversation with the Deputy
It
Governor.
was through my father.
Okay. Let's go to paragraph 6, please. In paragraph 6, you said that on 21st April, while I was working with a company known as Together as One, finance